She was 20 years old when I finally snapped and told her the brutal truth. Her bio mom didn't love her more than drugs, and that's why she never got to meet her. I'm your host on mindsnap, where the drama never ends. I've been dealing with this situation for years, ever since I gained custody of my niece when she was just 3 years old. Her mother, my sister, was deemed unfit to care for her due to her addiction and overall neglect. I won't go into all the gory details, but let's just say it was a miracle the state intervened when they did. My niece was taken away from a toxic environment, and I was determined to give her a better life. As she grew older, we told her stories about her mother, about the person she was before the addiction took over. We thought we'd made it clear why she couldn't see her, why it wasn't safe or healthy for her to be around someone who prioritized drugs over her own child. But as my niece entered her teenage years, her mother started to get back in touch, claiming she was clean and wanting to reconnect. I was skeptical, to say the least. I met up with her, and what I saw was disturbing. She showed no remorse, no responsibility for her actions, and I knew I had to keep my niece away from her. This didn't sit well with my niece, who was desperate to meet her mother. She would often ask why she couldn't see her, why I was being so strict. I tried to explain, to make her understand that her mother's addiction was a disease, but she just wouldn't listen. She was convinced that I was the one keeping them apart, that I was the villain in this story. And then, things took a turn for the worse. Her mother started contacting her behind my back, trying to pick her up from school, and even showing up at our house unannounced. The cops had to get involved, and it was a nightmare. My niece was in therapy at the time, trying to cope with the emotional fallout of having a mother who didn't seem to care about her. But even with professional help, she struggled to understand why her mother couldn't be a part of her life. And then, when she was 17, her mother passed away from an overdose. It was a tragic end to a tragic story, and my niece was devastated. She wanted to go to the viewing, to say goodbye to the woman who had given birth to her, and I couldn't deny her that. But even after her mother's death, the issues persisted. My niece would often bring up the fact that she never got to know her mother, that I had kept them apart. And I would try to explain, to make her see that it was for her own good, but she just wouldn't listen. It was like she was stuck in this fantasy world where her mother was a perfect, loving parent, and I was the one who had ruined everything. Okay, I need to pause here, because this is where things get really complicated. My niece is now 20 years old, in college, and still struggling to come to terms with her mother's addiction. She's angry, hurt, and confused, and she's taking it all out on me. We got into a huge argument yesterday, and I just lost it. I told her the truth, the brutal, harsh truth. Her mother didn't love her more than drugs, and that's why she never got to meet her. It was a harsh thing to say, but I felt like I had no choice. I've been shouldering the blame for this situation for years, and I'm tired of it. No. Wait, let me back up. This isn't just about me. It's about my niece, and the pain she's been carrying around for so long. She deserves to know the truth, to understand why her mother wasn't a part of her life. And maybe, just maybe, this is the wake-up call she needs. Maybe now she'll start to see that I wasn't the villain, that I was just trying to protect her from someone who couldn't be trusted. I literally could not believe this when it happened. My niece was so angry, so hurt, and I felt like I'd broken her. But at the same time, I felt a sense of relief, like I'd finally been honest with her. My husband thinks I did the right thing, that it was time someone told her the truth. But I'm not so sure. I feel like I've been carrying around this guilt for so long, and now I'm not sure if I've made things better or worse. As I sit here, reflecting on everything that's happened, I'm still trying to process my emotions. I'm trying to figure out if I was right or wrong, if I should have kept the truth from my niece, or if I should have been more honest with her from the start. It's a complicated situation, and I'm not sure if there's a right or wrong answer. But what I do know is that I love my niece, and I want what's best for her. I want her to be happy, to be healthy, and to be able to move on from this toxic situation. And if that means I have to take the blame, if that means I have to be the villain in her story, then so be it. I'll do whatever it takes to help her heal, to help her understand that she deserves so much better than a mother who prioritized drugs over her own child. I'm still trying to come to terms with everything that's happened, and I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to fully forgive myself for the pain I've caused my niece. But I'm hoping that by being honest with her, by telling her the truth, I can start to heal, to move forward. And I hope that she can too. Drop your verdict below. Was this person right or wrong? subscribe, and hit the bell.